Before we get to our new beginnings and our second semester mods, I want to thank you for the final. A lot of good reading, a lot of good ideas, things I do want to talk about, but not today because we have so much on our plate today. And this video is probably going to be a little long and it may not be the only one, so kick back and pay attention because this directly affects you. The mechanics in the Mac Lab have changed. We have a little mini exchange sitting here. Your 411 convenience store, because you're here automatically, well, I have a lot of our common store items sitting here, and I'm going to add some more. And you may notice Guild for All next Monday. Yes, everyone who does not have a guild will have a guild by next Monday. And we'll talk about that. And yeah, it costs 10 honor, and many of you don't have 10 honor, and many of you used 5 honor for this academic loan. Oh my, oh no. So that's 15 honor in the hole, and how in the world will you ever pay that back? Well, last week I promised that there would be lots of loot available and you would have no problem if you set your mind to it. So let me explain a couple things to start out with. The early bird bonus and the bell to bell bonus. Now, these are going to have to, we're going to have to work on this, but as of right now, the early bird bonus, if I click on that, is worth 30 gold. You show up before the bell, you log in, you click this link, and you buy it. You get 30 gold. Easy. But then you begin to work, because I know that some of you are going to click this link and then laugh and stand up and walk around and talk to your friends. Now, that's not logging in early and beginning to work. There's been a lot of confusion about what constitutes arriving on time to the Mac Lab. I think clicking this link constitutes showing up on time. If you don't get your 30 gold bonus, you're tardy. Is that fair? We have a record. I get an email for every single one of these. This is going to clog my inbox, but it provides an airtight way to establish who was here on time and who was not. Logged in and working now means logging in, claiming 30 gold, and getting to work. Pretty simple, huh? All right. And for anyone who tries to claim this and stands up and walks around, or the bell rings and they click this link, well, then you have just won the early bird bogus, which is not good, which is just 1 damage. You got 30 gold. Well, 1 damage takes 60 gold to fix, so this is not a very good exchange for you. Does that make sense? So we now have our tardy policy with a mechanic in mind. Now, for those of you who claim you can't get to class on time, you do your best to get here. Okay, you get here. I won't ask you to take a tardy. If you really did try to get here on time, but no, you may not click this link. A teacher kept me late. It's not my fault. There was traffic. It doesn't matter. You don't get this bonus. That's how that's going to work at this point in time. We'll see how it works. Now, the bell to bell bonus, you got here early. You click that link. Here you go. You worked all period. After the bell, you don't quit before the bell rings. You're not quitting apps. You're not getting to this page. You're not hovering over this, ready to click it. You're working. And when that bell rings, you jump to this page and you buy this. You get 60 gold or 60 experience and 30 gold. Pretty cool. But this requires that you worked all period, that you were engaged, that you did try to get here on time. See right here, it says early bird bonus required. I think we're going to have to get rid of this, but we're going to see. So for right now, ignore that line. It just means you got here to the best of your ability and then worked the rest of the period and didn't hover over that ahead of time. Pretenders will once again not do well. This is not a good thing. Okay? So those are our two brand new mechanics. Now for the second semester, and you, well, let's just get to the second semester. Your sick leave. Now, I've already clicked this once. So notice you can only click this one time. 1 period sick leave is worth 720 gold. That's 5 sick days plus 2 restroom passes. If you don't use them, and I'll show you for 3 periods, we do have 1 student in 3 periods. And I don't know, maybe we'll have more than 1 next semester. But this is for that individual alone. Remember, I get an email every time someone clicks these. So 300 Club, if you're thinking about clicking this, it's not a good idea. Plus, your gold's going to be removed manually. So don't do that. But this is what you're getting, 720 gold to pay for 5 absences and 2 restroom passes in advance. If you're not sick, if you never miss class and you never use the restroom passes, that gold's yours to keep. Nice perk, huh? So if you're in 1 period, click that. Excuse me. If you're in 2 periods, click that one. And remember, you are required to pay for your absences. You know, you're absent, it costs 120 gold. But I gave you 720. Get it? And the reason I have additional sick leave for multiple period people, because if you're in 2 periods and you're absent, you have to pay for 2 absences. But what if you're only absent 1 of those 2 periods? And that does happen. You get a doctor's appointment later in the day. So that's why we have this mechanic. Got it? Here's the exchange, and the exchange is even Steven. Don't worry about that. You know how that works. And you might notice that the homework pass now is just time, honor, or gold. There's no more taking damage for a homework pass. If you can't pay for it, you can't have it. Yeah, I had people go way in the hole and abuse this horribly. And, you know, they still have to pay their debt. But I don't want people using this classroom as a crutch for others. You can have plenty of gold. And why, if you're potentially 15 gold in the hole, 15 honor, excuse me, in the hole, how can you pay for that? Well, we have 95 days in the second semester. And let's just take 90 as a nice round number. If you get 90 early bird bonuses and 90 bell-to-bell bonuses because you come in here and work and you show up on time, that's 5,400 gold. Coincidentally, that equates to 15 honor. Just showing up on time and working will earn you 15 honor the rest of the semester. That makes sense? Okay, and is this where this is? Yeah. Once everyone has purchased a guild, I'm going to reactivate this. Right now it's at 20 honor for a 20% boost. But I'm going to take this and reactivate it. And the reason it's not functioning this way right now is because students were cheating. They would get to 10 honor and not buy their guild, take the boost, wait till they got to 20 honor, then buy their guild, and continue to get that boost. That's cheating. We'll take care of that. Okay, so right now it's at 20, and if you've got 10 honor and you're wondering why that doesn't kick in, that's why. As soon as everyone has their guild, and everyone should next week, this is going to come into play. So, those are our new mechanics, and I'm certain I have forgotten some things, but for right now, let's leave it at that because this is a long video, and just understand that we're going to be using new mechanics, we're going to be experimenting, and we're going to try to dial in this gamification system so it works best for all of us. So we have a system that provides you with a way to accumulate loot, to make this class conform to your hopes and dreams for your career so that your efforts in here will be honored and you can use this class to feed two birds with one seed. We got a lot more to talk about, but I think that's enough for right now until I remember what I forgot to say. All right, thanks.